Great. So, Android 17, the software that will kill your hardware. Welcome back to Majesty Computers. While mainstream tech reviewers are busy showing you the new app icons, wallpapers, and notification toggles on the freshly leaked Android 17, we are doing something different today. As a hardware architect, I don't look at the surface. I look at how code impacts the physical component inside your phone. Right, the phone you're using, how does the software in it communicate, or what's the impact the software had on the phone that you are using right now? Google has codenamed this update Vanilla. Vanilla ice cream. That is the code name for the Android 17. And they are fundamentally changing how the operating system interact with your motherboard. But behind the flashy features lies a dark truth. Trust me, this is a technical side, right? That's a technician view on the Android 17. That is not how a normal reviewer will actually see things. This update is a silent killer for older and mid-range devices. Let's break down the schematics and see why Android 17 is about to push your phone to its absolute thermal limit. Great. The aluminum OS, or let me say the desktop threat, that is what is one of the biggest things most people are looking at the moment. What that means is, first, let's talk about this biggest architectural shift in a decade. The integration of a Chrome OS element into Android 17, internally known as Aluminum OS. That's how one of the biggest, let me say, the biggest update in Android 17 is the desktop thread, or like the Google named it Aluminum OS. And what that means is Google is turning your phone into a full desktop computer. You know what I mean? I think Samsung has already done that with the S. I think from the 21 Ultra series going, they have that when you plug the device into an HDMI to Type-C converter, you can now your phone project into a desktop screen. It gives you a full desktop screen. That's what Google is doing in Android 17. That's what Google is giving us in the Android 17. I see a massive hardware bottleneck. Once everybody is seeing this big, upgrade, as a technician, I see the hardware bottleneck. Running a mobile chip at maximum clock speed to output to a desktop environment generate intense current draw. Right, if your phone doesn't have an LED cooling layout like a copper vapor chamber, the ones we have in the S26 Ultra series and the new iPhones, you are going to see a lot of heat, a lot of problems. That heat is going straight, right? The heat that your phone is generating due to the OS trying to push the hardware to its maximum limit. Now let's talk about the RAM lockout and app memory leak. In Android 17, Google is introducing a strict hardware barriers based on your physical RAM. Right, this is, let me say, a protection or a high security update to help those with lower hardware phones. Right, if your phone's hardware doesn't meet the minimum requirement to run Android 17, this is what they made to actually help your phone. Introducing a strict hardware barriers, the operating system will actively block background tasks in an app experience a memory leak. That's why I was actually sitting up to Great, Majesty here. Sorry I couldn't finish the video. Hit that subscription button, turn on the notification bell. Part 2 of the video dropping very soon.